asking the question, do we really need it? Ancestral money joss paper. What is it? Ghost money or heaven or hell money? Is regular money in the spiritual world, or one can use silver, gold joss paper? People use and burn this money for their ancestors. It is used as an offering so that they can attract help and wealth in their lives on earth. Burning joss money is not part of a Buddhist culture and is not a Buddhist belief. Indian culture, ancient Greeks. The Indian culture believed that by using fire to burn and send offerings to the gods, that they would receive our offerings through energy and intent, believing that it could be used in the spiritual world. This is a belief that has existed for centuries and has been practiced by the ancient Greek also, as they have very similar beliefs. Ancestral money joss paper. The two worlds. To the Chinese, the difference between the world of the ghost or spirit and our world is that one is the world of the living, whilst the other is netherworlds. So whatever is needed in the human world is also needed in the netherworld, which has led him to develop burial practices and customs. These customs state that the items that people use in their lives on earth, including tools and money, were also necessarily in the afterlife, the world of the nether. Ancestral money joss paper. The practice and development of the paper. An inventor named Kai Lun was the first man to invent paper in China, as it never existed until the Han Dynasty. It was only then that paper came to symbolize silver and gold. It became the substitute currency instead of using real money, and it could be burnt and offered the same way as real money to the spiritual world. Not a Buddhist practice. It is important to remember that this is not part of the Buddhist culture. More the Chinese culture, which practice this ritual on a very regular basis. So what happens when a Chinese person dies? When a Chinese person dies and enters the spiritual world, they are still in want. Their family believe that whatever that person wanted when they were alive, they still require in death. They receive these messages by way of dreams, as dreams are a direct connection to the afterlife and spiritual realm. The spirit that has passed would ask for the money to be burnt as offerings, so that it could be used in the nether world. This all stems from a belief system they have been fed from cradle to grave. So the question is, can you really buy things in the afterlife with this money? The answer would be of course not. In the afterlife known as the spiritual world, no one makes or builds anything or even has a use for money, as nothing is produced or created to sell, nor is there anything to buy or trade. So burning joss paper or real money for your ancestors that have passed can only have one real purpose, which is a comforting effect. They will feel pleased that you have thought of them. But like in the world of the living, money only brings temporary comfort, meaning the more you offer at your ancestral altar, the more the spirit will require. Look at it like a bottomless pit. The more you throw in, the more it will want, never reaching the satisfied state. Offerings. Another way of looking at it would be, say for instance, every Monday you have made it your special day to offer spirit money. You have succeeded in comforting your loved one, so the spirit is happy. Even with the money which you offered, the spirit is still in the same state, which is in between existence. So on the days that you do not offer offering when you pass your ancestral altar, the spirit will feel that you are not being polite, which could attract a lot of negative energy within your household and your life. Ancestral money joss paper. What should you offer? The best solution to the dilemma would be to tell the spirit about the Dharma and recite the Buddha name to it. The Gautama Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama, Shakyamuni Buddha, or simply the Buddha, after the title of Buddha, was an ascetic and sage on whose teachings Buddhism was founded. Your goal is to teach the spirit to seek rebirth in a pure land or paradise, or to seek reincarnation as a human. This is a much better option than burning joss paper, which is never-ending. By doing this, you will help the spirit find a solution, setting them free from being stagnant in the netherworlds, avoiding being stuck between worlds. The future after death is bright as long as our very last thought is one of good intention. So it is important to follow the right path, avoiding causing anyone or anything harm along the way, avoiding indirect or direct temptation of evil and wrongdoing. This way your heart will be forever light, leaving no room for bad karma.